time. Not just a number on a clock, not just the tick and tock echoing from a wall. Time is the silent river we all drift in, sometimes gently, sometimes without noticing we've moved at all. Why does it feel like childhood lasted forever, filled with summer days that stretched on endlessly? And yet, now, in adulthood, entire years seem to disappear in the blink of an eye. It's a question that's haunted not just everyday thinkers, but some of the greatest minds in philosophy and science. From ancient times, we've tried to grasp it. Saint Augustine once said, "What is time? If no one asks me, I know. If I want to explain it, I do not." But among the many voices that tried to define time, one philosopher stood apart, not because he solved time, but because he redefined how we feel it. His name was Gaston Bachelard, a French thinker who, like Bergson, dared to challenge our rigid concepts of time. But where Bergson saw time as duration and flow, Bachelard saw something more poetic, more fragmented, a mosaic of moments, each glowing with its own significance. To Bachelard, time wasn't linear. He believed that our inner experience of time is shaped less by the ticking clock and more by the rhythm of imagination and reflection. In his view, we live not in a continuous flow, but in bursts, what he called instants of being, moments so full they seem to suspend time altogether. Think about this. A single breath during heartbreak can feel eternal. A glance from someone we love can freeze the world around us. And yet, an entire workday can pass without leaving even a ripple in our memory. While Einstein taught us that time bends with speed and gravity, and Bergson urged us to feel time through consciousness, Bachelard whispered something else, that the soul of time lives not in duration, but in intensity. In his book, The Dialectic of Duration, he argued that time is not a backdrop for our lives. It's a canvas where imagination paints with color, texture, and silence. He described reverie, or daydreaming, as one of the richest ways we engage with time, because it allows us to step outside of a measured time and dwell fully in a moment. This is a radical idea in a world obsessed with calendars, alarms, and productivity. Today, we worship efficiency. We plan, we schedule, we maximize. But Bachelard reminds us that in our race against the clock, we often lose what's most precious, the stillness that lets a moment come alive. When we reflect on why time speeds up with age, Bachelard offers a compelling insight. As children, we fill our days with discovery. Everything is new, every experience burns bright. But as adults, we fall into patterns. Routine dulls the edge of perception. moments blur, and so time seems to slip away. For Bachelard, the remedy isn't to escape time, but to return to the poetic instant, to live more fully within moments, however small, to notice, to feel, to dream. Even in silence, he believed, the imagination reshapes time. Just as an artist gives meaning to a blank canvas, so do we give depth to time through memory, emotion, and attention. His ideas rippled into literature and psychology. Writers like Virginia Woolf and poets like Rainer Maria Rilke echoed his vision. In their works, time is not measured. It is felt, expanded, and collapsed by emotion. So what is time, really? A clock might measure it. A calendar might divide it. But we live it, not in the relentless tick of passing hours, but in the golden pause of a memory, the breath before a kiss, the quiet wonder of a sunset. In those moments, time isn't just passing, it is becoming.